I think we are connected here. I wanted to take a moment to welcome you guys here. Thank you for taking some of your time out of your day to spend it here with us at Festiva. My name is Zach.
And I'm Kayla.
And I work for Festiva Adventure Club Member Services. So if you guys ever want to contact us here in the office at Festiva, you would just give us a call at 866-933-7848.
And I'm with Resort Travel and Exchange, so if you'd ever like to contact us, you can reach us at 888-988-4789.
Awesome. Yeah, and we're always here for you guys Monday through Saturday as well. So, we just wanted to take some time to really connect with you guys. For the last 20 years, over 20 years, I think, Festiva has been making thousands of thousands of reservations for our members. And in doing so, really creating those memories and those moments and those vacations with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends. And from working with you guys, at least in my experience, I found that a lot of times when your membership, like ours, like the Adventure Club, which is a points-based membership, when it offers so many different benefits, it can kind of be a lot to take in and a lot to understand. I'm sure you guys get that a lot with RTX.
Absolutely.
So we just really wanted to hone in on a lot of those important aspects, the fundamentals, to really help you guys get the most out of it. So you've invested your time and your money with us, and we want to let you know, how much we want to invest our time with you guys as well. So if you have any questions once we go over some of these topics, feel free to contact us in Member Services. I know that each account is different, each person's circumstances and what you're looking for is unique, just like you are. So give us a call and we'd be more than happy to go into that in-depth assistance there with you guys. So to begin, we really thought about what we were going to do. We brainstormed a lot of different ideas, putting this webinar together. And one of the things that we thought was most crucial and important would be to cover the member portal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The member portal really gives you the ability to go ahead and do anything that we would do pretty much in the office. Maybe not everything, but most of the things that you can do with your membership, you can do on the portal itself in the convenience of your own home. So if you had a hectic day or you just don't feel like calling somebody on the phone, sometimes it can just be nice, just to do it in the comfort of your own house, on your couch, on your laptop. So we just wanted to go into that a little bit for you guys today. To begin, if you haven't registered your account yet with us, we would go ahead and send you an email with the onboarding, what we call the onboarding information. And what that means is we give you some important information in the email itself to go ahead and register. The owner ID, that would be how we identify your account there, as well as the validation key. So you'll find that there. It's also going to be on a bill if you've received a maintenance fee bill from us. You would go to our website at www.festiva.com/members, or you can visit us at the homepage there. In this screenshot, we actually see the Festiva Adventure Club at festiva.com. And if you look here on the very top right, we have the login button circled in red there. You just go ahead and click on that, and that's going to take you right into the member portal, as we see on this page here. Now, for those of you who are signing up, as we mentioned earlier, you're going to be in the sign up tab, and then you need that owner ID, the validation key. You would use your email address that we have associated with your account. And then also you need to create a password. So it needs to be 8 characters minimum, contain an uppercase letter, lowercase letter, symbol, and a number. If you have any questions or you're having difficulty registering the portal, feel free to go ahead and reach out to us. We can always help you with that as well. And for you guys who have already registered your portal on the account here, you just click on this tab for login, put in your email address and the password that you've chosen, and it's going to take you to the main page of the member portal. Before we dive into that, I just wanted to highlight a couple of the key things that we were going to cover when we discuss the portal, namely making reservations, the funnest part, checking the availability, which kind of goes hand in hand with making reservations there. You can also update your contact information, access your confirmation letters when you go ahead and book those reservations, as well as look at your maintenance fee account balance, pay on those fees there, look at your points balance and some of the resort specials we would have to offer you guys at a discounted rate. You can do that as well. And we're also going to touch on the member book a little bit here. So going forward, if you look here on this screen, we've highlighted a couple of those different options we were discussing. If you guys want to pay on the maintenance fee, right here we have the make a payment option. Just hover your mouse over that and it's going to go ahead and pull a drop-down box down. You click on make a payment now. It's no additional fee, and you can make partial payments on your maintenance fees, or if you have the maintenance fee come at the end of December and it's due, you can always pay here as well. You can also set up payment plans. So if you do want to do that, Zelandia Capital can help you out with that. That is one of our affiliate companies. If you want to do that, there's a $40 one-time fee, and you would want to reach out to Zelandia Capital at 888-881-8082. But if you want to make that one-time payment, you just do that there by selecting make a payment now, enter your card information, and it's going to process the payment there. Once you make it, you'll see it appear down here in transaction history. And you can pull up your receipts. I always lose my receipts. So if you ever need to print it off again, it's going to be right down there. Now, briefly wanted to mention also updating your contact information. And if you want to go ahead and do that, what you do is go right here and we see manage my account. There's a drop-down box that will appear that says edit contact info. So updating your address, updating your email address, phone numbers, things like that. Yes, you can go ahead and do that there. And then also here we have, if you want to reference your billing statements, you can always print the electronic copies of those as well.
Okay.
Real quickly wanted to mention your points here. We see here where it says available points. If you guys are curious, you can go ahead and take a look there. I know a lot of members ask me, more detailed questions about the points. Are they allotment points? Are they save points? When do they expire? Things like that. You go ahead and actually click on this button right here that says points details. You're going to go ahead and see that it's always going to show you in 2-year increments. So you'll have the current year, in this case 2018, and then right underneath of that you'll see 2019. And it's going to show you, are they allotment points, are they save points, rented points, and it's really just helpful to get a more detailed understanding of what you're looking at with your membership. And then lastly here, we see that in the middle of the screen we have the reservation box. If you've made any reservations already, you would see them here, and this is what we've highlighted here is the actual reservation numbers. So if you've forgotten your reservation number or you've lost the confirmation, you can always reference them there by clicking on that number, and you'll see, how many points it costs for the stay, what the dates of stay are,
there it is,
right,
all that.
what resort you're going to, yeah, all that will be there. And if you want to go ahead and book some more reservations, you just click on this button right here that says book a reservation.
Okay, cool.
Now I'm sure a lot of you are going to ask, how do I book a reservation? We've actually gone ahead and created a really awesome program called Festiva University, and it's available on youtube.com. So if you want to look at how to make reservations, it's called Festiva University, Booking a Reservation. And we also made another one called Understanding Your Points.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, and they're right there. They're on YouTube. You just go to youtube.com, search up Festiva University. They'll be the top 2 search results there. They're step by step. So if you're confused or something isn't clear and you want maybe rewind, look at it again, it's just really great because you can go over it. And then also, if you do have more questions in depth, please feel free to contact us in member services because we can always help you out further there. So the next thing, now that we've kind of just touched on some of the basic aspects of the portal there, is that I thought it would be worth mentioning the member book.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes. You guys have a member book, right?
We do, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, and Kayla's going to go into some of the details there with the RTX membership there in a little bit, but real quickly, with our member book, what you're going to do to access that is you'll go to the top of the screen here where you see this button that says members, and there's another drop-down box, fancy drop-down boxes. It's the first line item, so you'll go ahead and click on the link that says Festiva Adventure Club member book, and it's really awesome because it's going to download an actual digital copy to your computer. So if you lose your Wi-Fi, if you don't have your book with you, I know some of the members do have the hardcover books, you can always access it on your computer. And there's a lot of different things in the member book that are super, super, super useful to you guys. I mean, I do this job every day, and I still use the member book, even though I've done it for, what, 2 years now?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's great, because what it does is it puts it all the information for the various different, aspects of your membership, it's all in one place. Namely, things like looking at our resorts.
Okay.
We discussed it, there are a lot of different aspects of the membership that sometimes people don't know what we have to offer.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go into the member book, you can see in the first section each of our resorts, the amenities that they offer, their phone number, their address, if you forget how to get there.
Yeah.
If Google Maps isn't working, you can always go ahead and look there. And then it's also going to show you things to do in the area. So like if you have kids, or other amusements around, or
parks, or things like
restaurants,
that.
Things like that. Yeah,
Cool.
I love parks too. That's the most important part, actually, the rest and relaxation. So that'll all be there in the front part of the book and the resort section. You can also go ahead and look at the reservation windows for booking your reservations. That is going to be, actually let me scooch ahead here, right here on page 62. As you see, it's going to show you each kind of points that you have and what the booking windows are for those points depending on your level of membership.
Oh, cool, okay.
Yeah, so it's really, really, really useful, especially because we do recommend to book as far in advance as possible, just because that's going to increase the likelihood of you getting a reservation that you really looking to book there. So that's something really awesome. The points chart there and the booking guide. The other thing that you also can look at in the member book is you can go ahead and see all the different benefits that each level of our membership would have.
Mm.
So let's say you're an ambassador level member and you are thinking about upgrading to chairman status. You can see what the differences are.
Compare everything. That's
right,
awesome.
Exactly. What are the perks? That's always the most important part. Like what benefits do I have? And it's all listed there. So if you forget or anything like that, just take a look, and you can always do a recap for that. One thing that I did want you guys to note, to keep in mind when you're going ahead and booking reservations here, is we do recommend to have one date with 3 different locations in mind. So let's do an example for you.
Okay.
Where would you want to go?
Maybe somewhere on the East Coast.
Okay. And what date?
Let's say July.
Okay. So if we're going to choose one date with 3 different resorts, for July, let's say East Coast, we could choose Coconut Mallard as an option, Ocean City, Maryland. We could do Atlantic Beach in Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, or we could choose the Pepper Tree Ocean Club in Myrtle Beach or North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The other option you could do is to choose maybe one of those resorts for 3 different days. And by doing this, you give yourself a lot more flexibility so that you have some different options available to you just to get that one reservation that you do have your heart set on. It just depends, so having a couple different options can really help the membership get a lot more out of can help you get a lot more out of your membership there. So the member portal, we pretty much covered the basics there. There was one thing I wanted to cover here at the very end, and that would be the allocation schedule, which simply in regular people terms just means, when do you get your points? You always get your points on January 1st for all members, and that is also when your maintenance fee would be due as well. So you can go ahead and take care of that maintenance fee, and then the points are available immediate for you on January 1st. For the annual members, you guys are going to get those points every year. For the biannual members, I know we have some different, we have even year memberships, odd year memberships. So if you don't quite know which one you would have there for even or odd year usage, just go ahead and give us a call on member services. We can always go ahead and review that with you to see when you guys get your points there. So we've gone ahead and discussed the allocation there. The last thing that I wanted to note before I pass the floor to Kayla is a couple of the pages that would be really useful in the member book specifically. Page 62, we showed you guys earlier, which would show the booking windows for each type of the points there. And then on page 64, you can reference the actual points chart, which we see right here.
It's all colorful.
Yeah, it's super colorful.
Mm-hmm.
And what the colors actually are is the different seasons.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm.
So you can see exactly how many points it's going to use for you to book in gold season, yellow season, green season for each resort, depending on how many bedrooms you're looking for. And that's really helpful, so you kind of have an idea of when you get all your points, you can kind of plan your vacations and look at, okay, you know, I have 5,000 points maybe for this summer trip, and see what you have left over and what season you could take for some of your remaining points there. 2 pages ahead of this, on page 64, or I'm sorry, that's on page 64. On page 66, you'll see the booking guide. My absolute favorite part of the entire book. I know it sounds a little crazy, but honestly, knowing when to book, it is so helpful because there's a section in there, let's say, well, how about you give me a resort you want to travel to?
Let's say Palm Beach.
Palm Beach, okay. So Palm Beach, and you were looking for 1 or 2 bedrooms?
2.
Okay, so 2 bedrooms at Palm Beach. We would look at the chart there, and what it's going to do is it's going to tell you when you should book that reservation for that 2-bedroom reservation at Palm Beach.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, and not just for Palm Beach, for every single resort. And it's really good because if you follow the chart, it's really going to increase the likelihood of you getting that reservation that you seek. And lastly, again, I know I mentioned it earlier, but I did just briefly want to mention Festiva University. Again, if you want to look at those videos, it's at youtube.com, and it would be titled Festiva University, Understanding Your Points, and Festiva University, Booking the Reservation. Yeah. And with that, I'll go ahead and pass the floor to Kayla here.
Perfect. Okay. Well, yeah, my name is Kayla, and I'm a travel consultant with Resort Travel and Exchange. So if you called in before, you've probably spoken with me or any of the other representatives we have working at the time. I really just wanted to go over some of the exclusive benefits that we have for you since you're a Festiva Adventure Club member. That means your Premium Plus RTX membership is included with your membership with Festiva Adventure Club. So no extra membership costs, anything like that. It's just all taken care of with your Festiva Adventure Club membership, which is awesome. And we do offer the best travel and exchange benefits at the lowest price in the industry right now. So we get a lot of questions on, like, I'm just not really sure how to get started. I'm just not sure what I can do with my points. So I'm going to go over some of those things today to give you a little bit better idea. And then any more in-depth questions, you can always reach us back at Member Services, and we'd be happy to assist you with that, okay? So the first thing I want to go over is depositing your points. With us, you will show the same kind of points that you have with Festiva Adventure Club. So it will denote if it's an allotment point, or saved points, or extended points, or purchase points, things like that. We can see all of that in our system here. Your allotment points are going to bank for up to 4 years with us, so we hold on to those for a while.
And that's one of the longest standards, like, in the industry.
It is. It's 2 years with everybody else. So it's good. And even your save points will bank for up to 3 years. So we'll hold on to those for you as well. And on top of your points, the other thing that we can really deposit for you are if you own any other timeshare weeks with anybody else. You can bank those. Those will last for 4 years with us.
Wow.
And then I know some of your loyalty members actually get something called relaxing retreat weeks. And those are like extra weeks that they get for their level of membership. You can bank those with us as well. And we will hold on to those for 4 years. So if you're not sure what to do with those, bring them on over. We'll hold on to them, and you can use them towards another trip. We also have a lot of members who call in and they're interested in depositing their points to use towards hotels. So it's a little bit differently than if you're just going to bank those for an exchange. It's a little different of a process. So you can only use your allotment points to do this. And you have to book a reservation that's 7 to 12 months out.
So it has to be in advance. Okay.
That's the allotment points. You have that booking window there.
Right.
And then you call into us, or you can do it directly through our website. And it says deposit week for reward credits. $75 deposit fee, and then based on the reservation that you're banking with us, we will give you reward credits.
And that fee is per week?
That's per week. That's
Okay.
correct.
Correct.
And with those, you'd be able to redeem them towards hotels, cruises, car rentals, airfare,
Maintenance fee for your Festiva Adventure Club account.
maintenance fees, gift cards. I mean, there's just so much you can do with those once you have those deposited with us. So if you ever need a little bit more information on how to start that process, you can always call in to us. But definitely great benefits there to be able to use those, because sometimes there's not timeshares in areas you want to travel to, so you just want to book a hotel or another, something like that.
And they're at discounted rates too.
Oh yeah,
very,
absolutely.
very discounted rates.
Absolutely. And the other part that I really wanted to touch on is you have your points deposited with us now, right? Where can you go? Well, we have an exchange category on the website that you can actually click on. That's where you actually deposit your points on that slide we're showing right now. It'll bring up that little box underneath it where it says allotment and saved points right there. And it'll show you the
allotment and then save right there.
And so once you put them in there, up at the top of the website on that same exact page, it'll say exchange. And that is our live availability for all of our members. It is updated daily. So if you don't see something on there today that you want to book, check back tomorrow, because it's different every single day, you know, and it fluctuates. We get new stuff for you all the time. And basically, once you run a search, it'll ask you the month that you're interested in traveling, the year that you're interested in traveling, and we can book out a year in advance, no matter what kind of points you're using. And to us, they're just points.
So even if somebody has saved points that have a 150-day booking window with the Festiva Adventure Club, if they deposit those points with RTX, they can still book up to 12 months in advance with RTX.
Exactly, yeah, they're just points to us. So, I mean, a year in advance is when we can, as far out as we can look. And our exchange fee for anything that you find on the website is going to be $127. So everything will have a point value associated with it. Generally speaking, a studio to a 2-bedroom costs anywhere between 1,800 to 5,200 points. We do offer larger units than that as well, but it'll have the point value right there, and you can just click book as exchange and go right into putting your credit card information in to pay that exchange fee.
So you can pay it online?
You can pay it right online. You don't even have to call in. You can do everything online just like you can at the Festiva Adventure Club for your reservation. Now, the other thing that I wanted to go over is sometimes you'll go onto our website and they won't exactly have what you're looking for, but I mean, you're giving us notice, you're giving us plenty of time to do a search for you.
A custom search.
A custom search request, exactly. And we have that pulled up here. So you see it didn't really show any results, but right there it does say submit a custom search request. Can't find what you're looking for, no problem. Just you would open that, you'd click right on it, and it would open up a new window. That looks like that, and that'll ask you to put in the country you're looking to travel to, the region in that country. You can narrow it down even more. You can tell us how many people are going. You can input 3 dates that you like, but if you're wanting to open it to more than that, you can always call in and say, hey, I'm actually really open to the entire month of August, or I'm really open, or you can just put in a specific date and just put the same date 3 times if you wanted to. You're like, this is the only day that I can travel.
So you can change it later on? You
can, absolutely. You can call in at any time and modify the search to suit your needs, and we do encourage you. We actually require that you call in every 30 days just to keep the search active. That's so we know that you're still interested in it, so we're not wasting our time and your time looking for an availability that you don't want anymore. So that just keeps it active for us. We can update any of the search details if your plans change, anything like that. Just call in to Resort Travel and Exchange and we can keep that active for you. And with the custom search requests, now the exchange fee is $147 instead of the $127 that would be if it was available on the website. But keep in mind, with every time you pay that $127 or that $147, you do earn a $40 rebate to put towards your next exchange,
Wow.
your next getaway.
For each one?
For every exchange that you book at that full value, you get a $40 rebate. So,
Okay.
and you can save them up, or you can use them right away. I think they last on file for 2 years, so I mean, you got time to build them up if you wanted to.
Indeed.
And yeah, so those can be used towards getaways. You can make your exchange protection free if you wanted to extend out your cancellation policy, things like that. And the other thing I did want to go over as far as exchanges goes is a lot of our members will call in and they'll say, I don't really want to go somewhere for a full week. I only have this weekend available. So
Right.
can you look into something like that for me? And we do split week exchanges for you. The check-in day for your split week does have to be 60 days. The check-in day has to be 60 days or closer. So we can only go 60 days out or less with those.
Sure.
And those can be from like 2 to 6 days. So we can split up that week. It doesn't have to be like 3 or 4 nights. Yeah, you can kind of modify it to your needs there. You do still pay the $127 exchange fee on those, but again, you're in the $40 rebate. So that's a great way to start building those up if you wanted to do that towards those.
It's an even lower exchange fee then.
Absolutely.
Like under $100.
Yeah, exactly. And we run specials all the time. I think pretty much every single month the promotions that we're running for Festiva Venture Club members can fluctuate. So it's definitely great to check into the website the first of every month just to see what's going on there. The other question that I do get a lot about exchanging and points is going to be, can I use my points towards a cruise? Well, I kind of already went over how you can turn your points into a week and then reward credits. So you can do that process if you wanted to, but through Resort Travel and Exchange, through our representatives, you can actually call in, and we do offer for 5,500 points, you can turn that into a $600 discount off of a cabin on a cruise of your choice. So you just go onto our website, pick a cruise. You have those points, we can turn it into a discount for a $57 cruise exchange fee. So
that's awesome.
Absolutely. So we do have that available. Again, if you have more questions about that, you can always go ahead and give us a call, because it is something that our representatives have to book for you. So if you have any questions about that, don't hesitate to call us. We can definitely help you set up a cruise. And other than that, I really kind of wanted to go over some of the cash options that we have, which you have up right there.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're good.
There we go.
So I really wanted to highlight getaways. Getaways have their own special tab up at the top of the web page right next to exchange, so pretty easy to find. If you click on that, you search the website very similarly to how you would with an exchange, and it'll pull up all the weeks. And if you go to that next slide there, I think it does show a picture. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
So since you guys are Premium Plus, you get that top rate up there. The one in the gold, yeah. So you will have the lowest nightly rate for them, and you can see that price there, $7 a night.
Wow.
So $49 for the whole week.
For the whole week.
For the whole week in a timeshare. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I don't think you can beat that really anywhere else, but we do have those available on the website. They're not all $7 a night, but a lot of them will be, especially if they're checking in really soon. So if you weren't really wanting to spend your points, you don't have enough points to book the reservation, we do offer a cash rate as well for you through the getaways part of the website. And then other than that, I mean, we really do have so much more as far as extra travel options for you. Right here, we do have a picture of what our exclusive week email will look like. The exclusive weeks are extra weeks that we send out every Monday, and the dates that they go out to progress every Monday just like that, so they'll go out further and further into the year.
I can't believe it's weekly like that.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That's so crazy.
And I mean, if you're keeping up with it every Monday, you're seeing the same thing everybody else is. So if you see that week on there, you're like, bam, I'm gonna book that. That's
Snag it up. It's mine.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
mine.
And these are sometimes timeshares that we don't really work with as often. So there's new stuff on there. There's destinations that we might not book into normally. There's all kinds of extra stuff on there, and they can even get larger units. Like I've seen like 4 bedrooms on there, 3 bedrooms, and I mean, it's fantastic. So every Monday check out your email. Those exclusive weeks should be in there for you. And then this is the cash part of the website where the hotels, cruises, car rentals, airfare, all of that is on there. You can book your extra travel on there. This page in particular is highlighting the hotels and homes. And it looks like it's kind of showing you the reward credit process of where you can deposit for your reward credits, check the value, things like that. So you can then use those towards all those things that I just mentioned.
And to do that, you would just book the reservation with us, and then they would go ahead and deposit it for the $75 fee with you guys.
And you can check the value before you deposit it as well. So you're not just like, oh, I just put my week in there and I'm only getting like 12,000 reward credits. You can definitely check it. Exactly. And really the only other thing that I kind of wanted to go over with you is, you can book an exchange through us. You can book a reservation through you. You can book all these great deals that we just mentioned. But you also kind of are going to be stressed out because you're like, now I got to get there. Am I going to drive? Am I going to fly? How am I going to get there? Well,
teleport.
Teleport. Yeah. No. So we do offer flights as well, so you can call in and take the stress off of yourself and book flights directly through RTX or car rentals if you need those.
You get rewards credits, right?
You do. You earn reward credits every time you book those through us. And if you do happen to book a flight through us or with anybody else, if you happen to do that, we have something for you since you're Premium Plus members called a priority pass that'll allow you to get into the airport lounges at no extra charge. So it's just, oh, you got it. You can just avoid all the craziness of people going this way and that way and not having a charger to put your phone into because you've been traveling forever and it's dying. So if you ever need one of the priority passes, you just give us a call. We can get a code for you, and that way you can just scan that and go right on into your private lounge.
Wow, that easy.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we have all the discounts on all of these things that we can book for you. We can price match certain things on the website to get you more reward credits if you find it cheaper somewhere else. And all in all, we just really want to alleviate some of the stress of traveling. So anything that we can help you with as far as making your trip easier, just give us a call.
Awesome. And we've gone ahead and put the hours there for RTX up for you guys if you do want to go ahead and reach out to them. And then real briefly here, before we wrapped up, I thought it would be good just to mention some of our affiliate companies.
Absolutely.
I know that you had mentioned some of the different options that members have to book through RTX, but I briefly just wanted to touch on Festiva Getaways, or I'm sorry, Festiva Sailing Vacations. Festiva Sailing Vacations is when you actually get your own private chartered catamaran in the Greek Isles, or in the British Virgin Isles, I believe. Either one, I'm okay with that. They're both fantastic locations. You guys can go ahead and get your own personal catamaran with a captain, with a crew, with a cook, gourmet meals, snorkeling, the whole 9 yards. There's a little bit more to it though than just using your points, as there are some provisional fees as well. So if you guys are interested in that, we would just refer you to Festiva Sailing Vacations. They do have their own phone number for you guys. So if you want to reach out to them, their number is 866-575-3951. And I also real quickly just wanted to mention Zelandia Capital. They would be who you would contact. We mentioned earlier if you wanted to create a payment plan. If you do want to do that, you would call them at 888-881-8082. And also, if you have any maintenance fees that were not paid for a previous year, anytime after April 1st, those would also go to Zelandia Capital. So you call that same phone number, they can help get you current with the maintenance fees there. And they also would be the loan servicers. So if you have any loans associated with your account, you would just go ahead and give their loan line a call. And the number for that would be 888-576-7331. And so that would be pretty much helping you with any of the financial aspects there of the membership. But really, after that, that was pretty much all that we wanted to cover with you guys today. I would again just stress that if you guys need any help here, to give us a call. And real quickly here before we wrapped up, we just wanted to answer some questions that we had from you. So, do you want to go first? Or do you want to...
I can go first.
All right.
So we did have someone ask about they weren't receiving the promotional weeks, like the exclusive weeks that I was going over. Now, when you're signing up for your RTX account, there is a marketing preferences page that says you want to, subscribe to getting our promotional material. So if you didn't get to check on that box when you signed up, it's probably just not forwarding you the emails for the exclusive weeks.
Okay.
You can call into us at RTX and we will go ahead and add your email to that mailing list. So you can go ahead and get those exclusive weeks sent out to you for sure. That's no problem at all. Just give us a call. We'll get you added on there. And then the other question that I received was, what are the $40 rebates and how can you use them? So every time you book a full exchange, so the 127 or the 147, depending on if you're doing just one on the website or a custom search, is when you earn the $40 rebate. Okay. So those can be used towards your next exchange. Okay. They can be used towards getaways. Okay. So your $49 week, let's just make that $9. Yes. There you go. And you can also use them towards exchange protection. So if you're adding on that extra cancellation policy, you can just knock that off completely. That's awesome. And then you can even use it towards point extension. So if you have some points with us that were expiring and you want to give them a couple more months or even up to a year out, you can go ahead and take $40 off of that fee as well.
There you go. Cheaper is always better.
That's right.
Always. Did you have any other questions?
No, those are the only questions I had. What do you have over there?
All right. So we mentioned the relaxing retreats earlier. Somebody wanted to know, what is a relaxing retreat? And basically what that would be is if you're a member of our loyalty program, which would be ambassador, president, or chairman level members, you also would get relaxing retreats, which is a free week included in your allotment. So if you're annual, you're going to get that every year. If it's biannual, you'll get one every other year. It depends on the level of membership. So you might have one relaxing retreat, you might have two, you might have three. If you want to know exactly how many you would be getting, just give us a call, member services, and we can review it for you. There are mid to lower seasons there. And as Kayla had mentioned earlier, I have noticed that sometimes people aren't interested in traveling on a specific date for a relaxing retreat. But I always say, worry not, because what you can do is you can take that relaxing retreat, you can deposit it with RTX, get the points, use those points to travel when you want, where you want.
Oh yeah, we love them. Send them our way.
Yeah. So that's always a great option to use for the relaxing retreats there. Or if you just want to book them to actually stay at our resorts at Festiva, you would give us a call here in member services and we would schedule those for you. Another question that I had was how to add people to your account. So we can add authorized users to the account. There's no charge to do so. We would just need you to give us a call so we can go ahead and send you the form there. We could send it to your email address on file if you request that, or we can send you a hard copy. And then that person is able to go ahead, once we add them as the authorized user, they can make reservations on your account, make payments, and really, you don't have to call in to give them verbal permission to speak with us each time.
And it works for us too, so we can see when they've been authorized on your end. Yes. So that's awesome that it just is so fluid like that.
Yeah, we just create a handy dandy little note right there. So when you call in, you just give us your name, we go ahead and verify you, and then once we get that, we can go ahead and help you with any inquiries that you would have for the account there. But that was all the questions I had.
Yeah, me too.
All right, well, if you guys have any further questions, or each membership is different and unique, just like you. So if you want to speak with us in member services, please, 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 please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We're here for you guys. That's my job. That's Kayla's job. And we're here for you guys Monday through Saturday. So again, our number in the office is going to be 866-933-7848.
And mine is 888-988-4789.
Awesome. And again, we just want to thank you guys so much for taking your time to spend a little bit of time with us here at Festiva today.
Absolutely.